Hey everyone, so a few days ago a subscriber named Absolute in my Discord DM'd me this Mega Tyranitar team, and after making a few tweaks to it, it's honestly been one of the most consistent teams I've ever used. The main thing that I changed is I changed the Moltres to Roar and made it Spit F so that way we have a better counter to Pokemon like Zardoy and Volcarona. We also do have T-Spikes on the team, so if we can get those up and then roar them around to poison their entire team, that can be very beneficial for us as well. Right here, their team is really weak to Kyurem. I really like that Pokemon, so how do I want to break down this team? I definitely don't want Gliscor leading right away. Let's just lead off with Kyurem here, as they lead Gliscor to get up their hazards. I just click Freeze Dry immediately, there's no brainer about it. And then I click Freeze Dry again, right? As Charizard comes out. I don't know if Dragon Claw just straight up OHKOs me or not. I'm just gonna go Pex here, as it goes for Roost. And we'll go Tyranitar, hoping they DD. Is they actually double into Melmetal. So the thing about this is I kind of want to stay in and just low kick, but the sand is really useful for later in the game. So we'll go Treads here on the Thunder Wave attempt. Nice. And now I believe the correct play is just to double out into Kyurem on the Gliscor. Actually, no, getting up Rocks and then going Kyurem on the Defog is the same thing. So yeah, that would have been really bad had I gone Kyurem, obviously. So they actually just give me damage on Melmetal, which is beautiful for Lele. Scarf Lele is one of my win cons here, so I'm not complaining about this at all. Just Earthquake again, honestly. They can go Gliscor for all I care. I don't really mind. We go Kyurem. They might Toxic, but I think they would prioritize the Defog here. I'm going to sub, just because I haven't shown it yet, and maybe they'll Protect for like no reason at all, even though they shouldn't. Goes Gengar. Okay, so I just have to Earth Power this. We bring it down to Sash. I can go T-Tar. I don't remember if this is Focus Blast or not, is one thing. Do I want to go T-Tar and risk it? Not really. I can live the hit, but not Focus Blast. Okay, they go for Giga Drain randomly. Was not expecting that there. Unfortunately, this means they have another sack, so what do I want to do about this? I'll just Scald. So they go Gliscor. I could see Toxic coming out this turn, or maybe their own hazards. But they just go for EQ. Okay, that's fine. I don't care about EQ. Freeze Dry here. Weaken them a lot. They might go hard Zardex. Should I Ground EMZ, or is that too aggro? No, I just Freeze Dry. As they sack off Gengar. So Ground EMZ would have been a mistake. Scarf Keld I need Pex for, so I really do gotta be careful with that. I'm planning on beating Dragonite by going Tyranitar and then going Lele to Moonblast it, right? I think we're going to win this, but also I need to be really careful about Gliscor. I got to keep Kyurem. So we go U. They're going to click Earthquake, but I just got a Stone Edge here as they Earthquake, and I actually eat it up. Tyranitar is so broken, so we're able to knock that out. Out comes Zardex. I think it would be really obnoxious if I missed and lost, but like, I could go Moltres and Roar, but I think I should just Stone Edge as they take the KO instead of actually doing anything too scary, so I'm fine with that. I keep Kyurem. Who's the correct play? Do I go Treads and just Earthquake? I guess that's not bad. Goes hard Keldeo. Okay, that's fine. I would love to get up T-Spikes if I can, just to force the Gliscor to Defog again. This is going to be a, what, flip turn from them, right? They go for Surf. I think that was to cover Lele coming in so they could get the 2-hit KO. But they go hard Zardex. Okay, so basically I go Moltres here and roar it out. Best case I phase in the... Okay, if they crit me I lose, but best case I phase in anything but this. Man, that would have been like really nice. Well, that sucks. I think I'm in a really tricky spot now against that Zard. Go for Freeze Dry. They don't have any switch-ins. Sacks off the Keldeo to go Zard. I gotta keep this for Gliscor, so... Wow, this really sucks. Goes right for Dragon Claw immediately. Okay, that's fine. They're gonna, what, DD up, right? I just gotta haste spam forever against that. But I think I lose now, actually. Haze here. Dragon Claw does a lot. How many Dragon Dances do they have? 29. I have way more what's it called, ways to beat that, but I don't know. I think I lost, unironically. Unless they don't have a way to Oko Lele with this, but they should. Yeah, they're just going to KO me, unfortunately. They're going to try to DD again here. I can see that, but I'm just going to keep hazing. I think they'll try it again. They have no reason not to. Okay, they do KO me. I got to go Lele here. And I think if they... Well, I'm going to Psychic, right? Oh, knocked it out. What? Modest is so strong. Okay, I won because Kyurem just wins the game from this spot, I think. Yeah, it's over. Okay, we win the game. Wow, I didn't think Modest would just Oko his Zardax. Jeez. That has to be some sort of roll. GG's, man. Let's knock that out. And then we freeze dry this right here, and we're good to go. I don't know how that would have worked out, though, because, like, okay, I Psychic them, and then they have to Flare Blitz me, in theory, after the Dragon Dance, and then I still end up winning because they died of Recoil, so I don't know, maybe we would have been fine. I really think had they switched out the Zardax, though, into, like, Melmetal, they probably would have won, but I don't know, that's just theory moning. That player was number 2 on the ladder, so pretty solid win. Now we're facing a team with some really unique Pokemon that I definitely want to be careful about. Mainly this Zygarde dog thing. Like, if it's Dragon Dance, that can easily sweep my team with the correct moves, so... Honestly, I don't even know if I stop that. Maybe Pex eats it up because it's a Zygarde and that thing is weak, but let's lead off with... Okay, this is really bad. I'll go Moltres, hoping they don't knock, but they're gonna knock, right? I think Scizor is the one who knocks here. I'm gonna lose my boots. They're gonna get up rocks with Tinglu, and it's going to be a tough game. If I really don't want that to happen, I could make a different switch. I could even just stand predicting the U-turn. Yeah, you know what? Let's just Earth Power predicting the U-turn. I think that's the correct play. As they do go for a knockoff. Yeah, okay. So it seems Moltres would have been wrong. They might just roost up here. Don't knock again. Okay, the U-turn there. Flame Body would have been beautiful, but fortunately didn't happen. I don't even know what this is trying to do. Like, I'm just going to go Treads because it's my ground type. Fortunately, Balloon doesn't really help against this. Are you Banded? Banded would be really bad. Yeah, let's find out. You're Banded. Okay, so this is going to be a tough game. I don't have any switch-ins to this. Of course, I ran into Banded Zygarde the one time that I don't have a switch-in, but let's just try to figure it out, I guess. I don't even know. I'm going to go right for Scald and just sack this off. So, does T-Tar live? That's what I want to find out. Tyranitar. That's not Mega Tyranitar in the builder, but we can get an idea. 10%. Okay, I think Mega would live, right? Like, let's just get rid of this. I have 92 HP EVs. Tyranitar. Mega, if I can type. There we go. Yeah, it actually eats it up. So we could force a 50-50 right now with this thing. I'm going to go U and just knock off, hoping they get careless and stay in. Okay, I should have pursued. That was the wrong play. They, like, instantly switched, knowing they would not, you know, be able to stay in. I needed that to KO. Okay, this is going really bad. I think I'm just going to lose, actually, unfortunately, about it. Goes for U-turn. I mean, I don't even know. They're going to go Banded Zygarde here. I got to hope they, like, miss Stone Edge. Or they go Alecki, and I have to play that mind game again of whether they double out. Goes Tinglu to get up rocks. Okay, that's fine. I can go U. I think I just freeze dry and then we'll Earth Power the, or Z Earth Power the... Okay, I got lucky. That's really big, honestly. I needed luck. Let's freeze dry again. I really would like to end up behind a sub if I can. But if they go hard Scizor, then I'm not KOing with this Z move right now, I don't think. Whereas right now I would, so really lucky freeze because I'm going to be able to knock out that out right there. And then once I get my Rapid Spin off, Kyurem and T-Tar are still out of range of that Zygarde, which is really important. So outcomes there, Kyurem. Now here's the problem. If this is like DD or something, I don't beat it, but I think that's Scarfed, isn't it? Treads. Maybe it's Specs, but Treads is not that bulky. I think it's Scarfed. No, it is Specs. Okay, so I Rapid Spin here. Get rid of all of that. Go U. I believe just click Moonblast. As they go hard Tinglu. I mean, they might preserve this and go Pex here, but I'm just going to take my KO. Because now I can spam Psychic. They should have switched out into Pex there, but I got lucky, right? What else can I say? Obviously, Regilucky is a problem, but I had to spin. There was no other choice. Let's sack off Moltres. I mean, they're going to, what, Volt Switch? Should I just... well, they're faster than me even if I'm Scarf. This is the problem. So I have to sack that off. And then come back in and Psychic later. Because they just Volt Switch into Pex there, and there's nothing I can do. This might have a Dragon move, but I'm just going to go U and... Let's see what does the most. Zygarde. 10. Psychic almost always kills. Psyshock does more. Psyshock is the best play here, I think. Okay, they try to go Pex on the Moonblast, so we're going to KO this here. Nice. So now we actually can spam Moonblast. Do I live? I do. So I stay in here, right? If I live, then I stay in. They're adamant. Yeah, they have to be adamant if they just KO'd me. And they got the roll, too. I mean, they deserve to get the roll. I don't even think I can complain about that, really. If T-Tar dies to adamant, then it's over. What do I do here? What's the correct play? I don't think there's any way I win, unfortunately. But we'll go U. Throw up Freeze Dry. Actually, we'll throw off an Earth Power. They crit me. Yeah, I mean, they deserve to get lucky. I can't even complain. We have another game. Yeah, I really needed to not get high rolled by that 1,000 arrows into Tapu Lele there. I think I would have won the game because then I would have been able to throw off another Psyshock and still had Lele to use for later. But it is what it is. I froze the Tinglu. What can I really say about it, right? I think right here we have a really good matchup, thankfully, but I got to be careful about this Grimmsnarl screens lead. Let's lead. Who can I force them to taunt? I mean, we'll go U. So it actually ends up being Garchomp. So this is great. I can just Moonblast. Goes hard Volcarona. I just go U on the Bug Buzz and... I don't know. I'm just going to roar them out. As we force an Urshifu. Okay, so not what I wanted to see here. I got to go Pex. On the Gengar. If I lose Pex, I lose. So I can't stay in. Spit off Moltres is my play. Shadow Ball. I should live Ghostium just fine. Goes ahead and weakens me all the way down. It's okay though, I go U, and... I'm just gonna make the play, dude. Like, I know for a fact you're going out into Grimmsnarl. I gotta make a play because they managed to weaken my Moltres for the Volcarona. So it gets up the screen. Okay, so you're gonna go for the Volcarona sweep, right? I'm, like, very curious as to whether this can even knock out Moltres from 32. I don't even think it can. So they double out, but you're just wasting your screen turns by doing this, so I don't really get it. Doubles in Gengar, so they like did the entire 360 to get this position again, huh? Well, they're going to Shadow Ball. I don't really have the best switch-ins, I'm going to be honest, but I do have to sack off something. Unless Treads takes 2, but I don't think it does. Let's go U, and now let's hope they Focus Blast and go Lele here. Willow, that's also fine. So right here, I believe even with the screen up, Psychic can do the job. Psyshock is, I think, the better play, though, because it just does more to Volcarona. And it guaranteed KOs this, so let's get rid of that Pokemon. Outcome is Garchomp. I believe I'll just stay in, right? Goes for Dragon Claw, predicting something. Why do you have Dragon Claw? Yeah, that's really random. I don't even know, but... Let's just continue Psyshocking, I guess, and weakening this Mon. Or should I keep this? Is it ever worth keeping? No, it outspeeds... it doesn't actually outspeed the Porygon Z because I'm modest. So it gets up rocks, but now you might die to Psyshock if I get a good enough roll here. We don't, but what this does allow me to do is go U and Rapid Spin for free. I have Stone Edge, and I think it still KOs with that Flame Body. Yeah, there it is. Okay, nice. So I think we're good to go now. Obviously, I'm scared of Porygon, but I'll get up rocks here just to make sure it's not doing anything too scary. Then we'll go for Earthquake. How do I prevent Porygon from setting up for free? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, I don't even know what this guy just did, but he was trying to position where Porygon would win or something. Just knock me out, please. Thank you. Because then I go U and get up a T-Spike to make sure this Porygon can't win. And right here I just spam Haze. Oh, let's not be careless. If I sack this, I do lose to Urshifu. So Kyurem is faster. I think we're good to go now, hopefully. After all that. Let's click Freeze Dry. That didn't KO? What? I don't think they would have OHKO'd me with anything, but still. That matters if they're not close combat Urshifu, because I really thought Freeze Dry would just kill. I don't know why I didn't Z, honestly. Z was totally correct. It didn't matter, though. Like, I still beat the Porygon using Sand if need be, and then Pex just beats this with T-Spike up. But yeah, they weren't, close combat, so I guess they would have put my Kyurem into range of Urshifu, but like I said, I think I would have been fine either way. We have another game. Right here, Lele Moonblast looks like my best win condition. Gotta deal with the Golden Go Gliscor core first, and make sure I'm not losing to Calm Mind Sinistcha. But, you know, we have a Roar Moltres, so that shouldn't be too difficult. Doesn't end up being Gliscor on lead. Now, sometimes Gliscor doesn't run knockoff, so this might not be able to hit me. Just goes for Protect. Okay, this is great. Because I can sub here as they protect again for no reason. Yeah, people love to do that from what I've noticed. So now we just Freeze Dry and they don't have any switch-ins. Hopefully they're not Scarf Golden Go because this Kyurem is about to go in otherwise. Okay, what are you? Scarfed? Balloon. Okay, do I even have to burn my Z move? I think I do. But we'll knock that out there. And that's really good because I'm still behind a sub and they have nothing for me. So I don't know. I could totally see them just like going Samurott to get up hazards, but ends up being Diancie. Just weaken this with Earth Power right now. Okay, so now they're gonna Mega Evolve. Like I said, the Golden Go being gone makes it so Moonblast is a win con for sure. I think I just want to go Pex here as they Diamond Storm. I should live Earth Power, so this is a Scald. I don't want to T-Spikes too aggressively in case they stay in and Earth Power me. But they do go Gliscor, so T-Spikes would have been a good idea. We actually get a crit, so they're a bit lower than they would have been. Just goes for Earthquake, okay. I was thinking about Scalding again, just in case they doubled into Diancie, but it felt unnecessary. So we're just going to knock out Gliscor there. At this point, my Lele just Moonblasts the entire team, so that's really good. And goes ahead and brings this out. We just Scald again, no reason to predict, like I said. Getting T-Specs up on my own side of the field is one of the few ways I can throw this right now because my win con actually gets poisoned. So let's not do that. Can I get a burn here? I would really like that. No burn. Okay, that's what it is, I guess. It's fine. They're up one T-Spike just because they're not going back to Diancie that turn. And I guess we'll just recover forever. I know they're just going to go for the Dragonite win, but Dragonite can never win when I have T-Tar to break the multi-skill and then Lele to Moonblast it after. So it gets up all the hazards. I could try to spin them away, but there's like no point. Let's just Scald here. They knock off my boots, so I think at this point I kind of just want to keep in Pex until it's... Okay, we'll hit Toxic Spikes here. Wait, did I Haze? I meant to T-Spikes. What am I doing? At least I showed them Haze, so maybe they'll be a bit more scared to set up now for free. I wanted to T-Spikes just to make it so that the Calm Mind Sinistcha can never win. Okay, there we go. We get up the T-Spike. They're going for defense drops. Yeah, all I gotta do is get in Lele. So we'll just sack off. We'll go Treads. I'm sure they go Sinistcha, but then it gets poisoned, so let's get the Rapid Spin off. Go you, Moonblast, win the game, basically, yeah. Nothing they can do about it. They can't priority move me here into range of anything Dragonite would do, and we win the game. Nice. We have another game. Got somebody using the level 99 Alomomola for the slow flip turns. We have potentially a Sun and Sand team right here, but it could just be Zardex, who really knows, right? I gotta keep in mind that I can get up Sand for them too. That's a bit concerning, but I do like the idea that I can just outspeed Zardoy and get a Stone Edge off. And then we also have Treads for Raging Bolt. Let's lead off with... I feel like they're leading Clef for some reason. That's just the feeling I get. So let's go Pex lead here. If they lead off with the Raging Bolt, I will regret it. But it is Clef, yeah. They want their rocks up, so... I get up my T-Spikes, basically. I think one layer is enough, though. I don't really gotta get up much more. Goes ahead and Moonblasts there. Get a Rapid Spin off. As they really want to weaken me all the way down. Actually don't like that too much. sets up rocks again. So now we're going to throw off a really strong Stone Edge, and if I miss, this is probably going to be a loss, but if I hit, this Clefable is about to take so much damage, it's crazy. And this also lets me scout the Alamamola's item. So we do hit, we actually crit and bring it all the way down to like 3%, meaning this thing is now dead to Pursuit. So really big crit right there. They don't get to keep the Clef at all. I think they have to spin. Like, don't they really have to? I guess no. They just kind of win with this drill, actually, huh? Unless they do that. Unless they actually don't go for the Earthquake. Yeah, I got 6-0'd by this. They were predicting Moltres, huh? I don't think they needed to do that ever. Like, they could just never predict with this and win. Do I just sack? I feel like the Earthquake now. Yeah, there's the Earthquake. I mean, they showed a rock move. I guess I'll go Treads here and hope they don't spin. The thing is, I know they have to, like, get the spin off, but would they rock move right now? Is it fine if they knock me out? That's the question, right? I think it is. If they want to rock slide me, it is what it is. They go Zard. This has to be like Zard X if they're doing this. Let's roar it out. Oh, it is Zard Y. Okay. Well, we end up poisoning T-Tar. As they have Toxic? What? Okay, sure. Whatever. I'm just going to get my slow U-turn off. This is going, like, literally better than I could have ever asked for. Let's go U and get the spin off once and for all so I can stay healthy. Ejects out into Drill. Actually finally KO something with their Drill, funnily enough. Only took them the entire game. I don't think Kyurem dies to anything, but also, is there any reason to go Kyurem? No. I just go U and Scald. We still have Lele for the Raging Bolt, so that's why I was willing to just let Treads die there. So we're going to just do a bit of this here, and then, I don't know, maybe they're trying to Wish Pass into that. But if that's the goal, then I just go U and sub. Deny any sort of Drill being a threat nonsense. Maybe they passed a T-Tar first, but ends up being Zard actually. So we'll Freeze Dry here. As they're actually slower than me. So it's like a really bulky set. Roost up here. As they have Defog. Okay, this is like the weirdest Zardoy I've ever seen. But I think that means that T-Tar will just deal with it. So it doesn't even matter very much. I think I just keep going U and Freeze Drying, honestly. This Zardoy takes like no damage from it, but I think I'll win this cycle in the end anyway. So let's U-turn out here. Go T-Tar. And now they're in a tough spot. I would assume they switch, right? So we pursued that there to get it in range of Kyurem, and that's how I win. Basically what I'm going to do now is just knock Stone Edge, just to weaken this. Because I know they're going to try to flip turn into the Zard to get it out of range of Kyurem again, and I don't want that. So this, I think, is my better play. It's still scary, though. Like, I don't know how this works. They're going to Earthquake, I think. Let's go Moltres. I might have to make some plays, honestly. Wish I didn't, but I think I do. Goes for Rock Slide there. So, like, are they going to try to go Charizard here? Whatever, I'm going to double in Kyurem just to cover it. Kyurem covers every play. They go for Earthquake. This is also, like, fine, just because... I mean, I just roost, right? Nah, I can't risk them having Iron Head. That would be too detrimental. Okay, so this is like their last situation, or last chance to use Sand. Let's Freeze Dry here. Sacks off Aloe. Goes Drill. I don't know, do you have SD? I think the correct play is to go Pex first, just to stall an extra turn. Yeah, they try to Rock Slide, predicting Moltres. I feel like they Rock Slide again now. I don't know, does Pex just live? Because if Pex just lives, I can stay in here. Excadrill. Pex probably lives, but not always. The thing is, their Rock Slide's only doing 16. I think they're Jolly. Yeah, they have to be Jolly. So Jolly Earthquake does 79 max, so... Yeah, and they predict again, so... Sand can be put back up because I didn't KO the Tyranitar, unfortunately. However, ends up going hard. Prada Shoes, the Raging Bolt. I probably should have T-Spiked, honestly. Whatever, I'll just go hard into this. Throw off a Moonblast. I'm a bit scared of Zardawai roosting, but I don't think I have much to worry about, honestly. Goes a Drill. Is this where this SDs and wins? Would I ever lose to... I have to keep this for Raging Bolt, but if they SD here, I could lose. Okay, they don't. So now I go U and Scald. And then basically, if they go Raging Bolt, I'm sacking off my Tyranitar so fast. I don't want this thing alive anymore. Sand's got to be gone the rest of the game for me to win. Take it. Thank you. Sand is gone for good. Finally. So now I go U. I think I just Psyshock. Because even if it doesn't KO, Sand will go down, and then Kyurem comes in right now and wins. Assuming that I can KO this Zardawai, which I think I was doing enough damage, right? I've gone this entire game with the assumption that I can KO Zardawai. Okay, well, this can go. And then Zardawai, like... I mean, I don't have another play. I got to Freeze Dry. Please just KO it. Okay, we did. Nice. I was really relying on that KOing the entire game, so thankfully we could. And yeah, GG's, they're already gone, but let's go ahead and move on. Yeah, that bulky Zardawai set almost threw me for a loop, but luckily we were able to keep the correct counters. Let's go ahead and figure out this electric terrain matchup. I know this Iron Valiant's going to be like Thunderbolt, which is really bad because my Iron Valiant counters are both weak to that. Like Spit-Off Moltres and Pex don't want to take Thunderbolt under E-Terrain, so honestly, I mean, I have to rely on Lele being on full to beat that. It's going to be tricky. Kind of want to try to get up rocks early, but they have like the perfect defogger for my rocker anyway. What can I do here? How do I beat Iron Valiant late game? I don't think I do, but there's not a team that beats every single Iron Valiant set unless you're running like Pecharunt. Even Galarian Slowking doesn't beat like the SD knockoff sets, so it's got to be Pecharunt, right? Let's lead off with Kyurem. I mean, if they lead Coco, Kyurem's a bad lead, but also they don't usually run Specs Dazzling Gleam or anything too scary like that. Yeah, we're going to lead Kyurem. So it ends up being Urshifu. Oh, you know what I can do? I can get up T-Spikes and maybe try to beat it that way. I think that's Banded Close Combat. We're just going to assume, and hopefully it is. Let's get up the T-Spike there. Tread's health kind of doesn't matter, but also I don't want Corviknight coming in here. I got to keep Pex. Like, getting up T-Specs is a main part of this game plan. I knew they would U-turn, though. That's the unfortunate part. I wish I had Supercell Slam. I would totally Oko this Corviknight coming into Defog right now just to win the game. Or this Urshifu, like one or the other. Maybe they'll expect that and go like Tinglu here, but they just go Corvi, yeah. They know that I'm not the set. So there's the Defog. Unfortunate. We can get in this, though, and just U-turn. Try to catch this Tinglu. Or do I just Flame? Maybe we'll just Flame. Because weakening Corviknight is important. I want to force it to roost. That's how I make progress here. Okay, unfortunately they did in fact go Tinglu, so now I think I have to U-turn into Kyurem and get up a sub. Ruination's there. Okay, that's fine. We'll just roost. If they go Golden Go, I'll have to figure it out. Maybe they go hard Urshifu again? No, but you wouldn't risk that on Freeze Dry, right? If you switch, you go like Coco or Corviknight or Golden Go. Those are all fine plays. Coco is like the riskier option. Like, honestly, you don't know anything about my set, so I could be Specs right here, and you would have to be scared of that. Maybe you just stay in, honestly. So they do go Coco. I don't know what this is. I'm just going to Freeze Dry and hope it doesn't Fairy Z me. Okay, they do just go for U-turn, thankfully. So now if they want to go Golden Go, I can scout out a set a bit more and see whether it's, like, defensive, whether I can Z-move it. This is the best thing I could have ever asked for. Goodbye. I don't know why they went Urshifu there. What were you anticipating? Earth Power? And they just go ahead and forfeit, so we'll move on to the next game, I guess. Oh, well, look at how we're ending off the video, the same way we started it. This Zardex is an issue. Like, I don't have anything for that. I'm just going to lead off with Kyurem. As this time they finally lead Zardex. Okay. I say finally because I actually faced them once before the video even started. I did lose that game, but the first game that I hit record for, I was playing them and won, as you saw. So this is kind of like the tiebreaker if you think about it. Let's go ahead and bring out... Does Dragon Claw Oko Kyurem? I mean, yeah, it does, right? It's Zardex. Charizard, Mega X. It actually might not. If I was Toxic Toxapex, this would be so easy, but Toxic Spikes is kind of messing me up. So it goes ahead and does that. Okay, so now they're forced to like stay in, which is great. I don't know if they have Earthquake or not, but I'm just going to go for Stone Edge as Melmetal comes out. So they keep their win con, as they should. I'm just going to go hard Dredge here as they dib. Dib makes sense. We can Rocks up now. They knock me out. That's fine. I just go U, and now we have Mind Games on Mind Games. I'm just going to drop my Z move, honestly, as they go Keld. Okay. Oh, wait, this is a problem. I don't have any T-Wave counters right now. So they opt to KO me. I still have Kyurem alive, which is why I was willing to stay in there, but now it's a bit tricky if they get up Rocks, because Gliscor is going to be a thing that I have to counter. This is also bad because Zardex is going to destroy me later. Let's roost up just out of range of that if I can. I don't know if they have Focus Blast is the thing. We saw Giga Drain. Can Tyranitar take a +2 Giga Drain? I remember seeing that. Dude, I hate that I don't have the Mega set in here. Tyranitar. Mega. 92 HP. Gengar at +2 clicking Giga Drain. I feel like I live. I mean, it's a Giga Drain. It's not that strong. Yeah, that does nothing. Pursuit kills. Alright, okay. So we're going to get rid of this Mon. Goodbye. Okay, so we're able to get rid of Gliscor. Okay, now here's the problem. We have this obnoxious mind game where I'm going to go Kyurem, and if they Earthquake, I lose, but they don't. So, you know, we're fine. Freeze Dry here. Or do I Roost? Roost might be better. Goes hard to Dragonite. To get the damage off. Okay, that's fine. And then goes Zard. Moltres is out of range of D-Claw. And they go for Fire Punch, so D-Claw doesn't kill here. I just roar it out. And then I think we can slow U-turn into Kyurem. Get another Freeze Dry / Roost going. I think it's always just Freeze Dry. And then we can go Tyranitar here, maybe? Or Pex. I think Pex might be better, but if they T-Wave me, I probably lose to Zard. I think they are going to T-Wave. Moltres seems useless. Let's just go out into that. I'll just Flamethrower. If they want to switch, that's okay. Goes hard to Gliscor. To what, Protect? I don't care if you Protect, honestly. Because I get to go Kyurem now and Freeze Dry again. And I think this Freeze Dry will put Melmetal in range of the Earth Power. So there it is. Goes Zard. Now we have a tough spot to figure it out because, well, is it tough? It comes down to whether Lele can beat the Gliscor. So the first game Psychic O-Code this. I don't know if it's going to again. Can Modest O-Code again? I'm really relying on Modest Lele. I guess we're going to find out if this was a roll or not. So they go for Protect, right? I think I'm going to lose. Okay, here's the game. If I get up T-Spikes and they... Well, they don't have to actually switch. Because they have Defog, right? But I don't know. This could be bad. Scalded down a bit there. Recover up. I'm not really netting any health, huh? Whatever. I think I lose no matter what. Let's just hope this lives. Ah, it didn't. Yeah, I think I lose, unfortunately. I should have just stayed in and spammed Psychic, honestly. Or I should have kept the Kyurem, but I thought they would finally try to Dragon Dance, and they didn't, so. Now I got a crit, or something like that. Yeah, otherwise, it's over. I mean, they played well, though, but what can I really say? GG's, man. Let's go ahead and forfeit that. Did they get points back since the last one? Oh, they were kind of on a losing streak. They were a lot higher on the ladder before the live started, but they did get back to 1800s, so good for them, I guess. And we still had a really successful live. I think we won, like, what, every game except for that last one. and we ran into like Zygarde 10, and I couldn't do anything because all of my bulky walls are not designed to take 1,000 arrows, so that was a bit tough. But unless you run into Zygarde 10, this team basically has a chance to beat every other team the way I see it. Like Shedinja Stall, you have Tyranitar to just beat, so that thing can't win. And against every other threat, you basically have a reliable switch-in. Urshifu, you saw that Toxapex can counter Volcarona and Zardoi. We have Spidef Moltres with the Roar, so really reliable team. If you want to ladder up high on Nat decks, definitely give it a try. I'll see you all next time. Later.